It seems like Mother Nature's back at it. The South African Weather Service has issued an orange level 6 warning for parts of the Eastern and Western Cape. That's right, heavy rains that may lead to flooding are expected this weekend. Forecaster Dipuo Tawana joins me now to tell us more. Dipuo, thank you so much for your time this morning. You issued the same alert about last week or so in the same two provinces. Are we expecting to see the same type of destruction possibly this weekend?
Thank you for having me. Yes, we have issued a level 6, but it's mainly along the Eastern Cape. It's between Port Alfred to Port Edward, where we have a level 6. And this is the area where we received significant amount of rainfall, and there was flooding that was reported in Port St. John's and the areas close by on Monday. Yes, we have another current flow, and we're expecting for it to bring some weather over most parts of the country. We're looking at the Western Cape and the Eastern Cape. The alerts that we have, like I said, is level 6 of disruptive rainfall along the eastern parts of the Eastern Cape coast and adjacent interior. However, for the most parts of the Eastern Cape, we still have level 2 of disruptive rainfall. But the Western Cape, the central and the most parts, eastern parts of it, the southern parts of Northern Cape, we're giving a yellow level 2 of severe thunderstorms, and this thunderstorm will be accompanied by damaging winds, large amounts of small hail, and heavy downpours over those areas that might lead to flash flooding. There's high risk, more especially along the coast and adjacent interior, that we might have a flooding. We're looking at your Garden route. That's where we have that high probability of flash flooding occurring over those areas.
Yeah.
As you understand, the ground is already saturated in most places. So whatever amount of rainfall that we're having, it's just going to be a little that infiltrate. Most of it will be run off. Hence, we have issued such alerts.
What is a orange level 6 warning? How bad is it?
Orange level 6, we're saying we're going to have significant impacts, the high likelihood of significant impact. That is, we're going to have most places where there's quite significant damages that are occurring because of that amount of rainfall that is expected. And when with the level 2, it's still high likelihood, but of minor impact. So it will be localized damages, not kind of like covering most places like when we have level 6. Level 6, we say there's larger areas gonna have significant, quite huge impacts compared to the level 2.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is it a correct?
And I think it. Okay.
No, you can continue.
Go ahead. Yes, I was just saying. At times, we look at the number of areas that are going to be affected when we issue our alert. We're not saying when we say level 2, it's just that the area it's affecting, how many people will be impacted by that. So with the likelihood is like high likelihood of minor impacts occurring, but the coverage as well, it would be yes. But when we talk about level 6, the orange one, we mean like the people who are going to be impacted, the number is increasing, or the areas of those who are going to be impacted,
I wonder if it's a correct view to say that in South Africa there's more and more of these destructive rains lately. But very quickly, Dipuo, tonight we're expecting the Springboks to thrash England. That's my hope. How's the weather looking like rather throughout the country, especially during that time? Can I be outside to watch the Springboks?
It will depend where you are in South Africa. Over the northern parts, the northern province, we're talking Limpopo, Mpumalanga, Gauteng, and the northwest. We're not anticipating much in terms of the rainfall, as well as the Free State. But we're looking at the western parts of the Free State, the southern parts of Northern Cape, Western Cape, and Eastern Cape, KwaZulu-Natal. We're expecting some rain over those areas, unfortunately, and even severe thunderstorms over the interior of KwaZulu-Natal this afternoon.
Dipuo, thank you so much for your time here on eNCA. Please do stay safe if you are in those provinces, KZN, Eastern Cape and Western Cape. For those of us in Gauteng, you can watch the Springboks outside, tonight, looking at the stars as well. Dipuo Tawana from the South African Weather Service.